Alright guys, what is going on? Today's going to be a little bit different of a video today. Today's going to be a little bit more of an informative video. Today's topic is intermittent fasting, and I think I'm going to start incorporating some of these informational videos just to kind of, I don't know, whatever's trending and kind of break it down to a science aspect of it. And I have my brother alongside with me right now. What's up guys? Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's up guys? My name is Andrew Shawanik. I'm Dalen's brother, obviously. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some fasting advice today.
So yeah, guys, we're gonna talk about today, like I said, intermittent fasting. Honestly, as you guys know, I'm doing a 16-week prep, and I am kind of each week I'm going lower and lower in calories. And as I'm getting lower and deeper into my cut, I'm getting obviously less calories. I need to find ways to keep myself full and satiated throughout the day. And I'm actually going to start using this tool called intermittent fasting to help me along the way. Now I have Andrew over here who uses intermittent fasting every day, and he's like, I go to him for advice for this just because he knows a lot about it. He's done a lot of research, and I guess I'll ask him, why do you do intermittent fasting?
Well, pretty much I get like a freaking pig. So like, if I were to eat like 3 meals a day,
and sorry, bro. I'll show a picture of what he used to look like.
Yeah, show that picture, yeah.
I'll show what he used to look like.
Yeah, when you see that picture, I used to eat like more than 3 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I would snack, and like, I didn't count calories at the time, but I was probably eating like 1,000 calories per meal. So I was probably averaging like maybe like 4,000 calories a day, maybe more. So like for me, if I eat 3 meals a day, I just stuff my face, but if I fit that onto like a smaller eating window, I tend to eat a lot less food, and like I lose a lot of weight. Like I'm at 160-ish right now. I'm actually trying to get down to 145 just to like get shredded, but like it really helps me to maintain my weight and you know, get my food in a smaller window.
I guess in your instance, for someone that wants to lose weight and they have a tough time like snacking and stuff, would you kind of recommend intermittent fasting for them?
Well, like you gotta do like, first of all, I can't just say fasting for everyone. You gotta find out what works for you. Yeah. But like, if you're gonna do it, like research the different methods that there are. There's so many that you can do, and just like don't go on a cold turkey, like, because it's so hard to stick to something when you just like, go into it like all out. So like I would go in something I would just skip breakfast. Like,
did you just say skip breakfast? No. Wait. I think you did.
And then when you have that first meal, it's called breakfast. So you just want to push back that breakfast a little more till like lunch, and break your fast at that time, and that's pretty much like a good way to get started.
And I guess intermittent fasting, it's blowing up. You're seeing it everywhere, but a lot of times it does get a bad rep as far as to you're not eating enough food. How's that sustainable? How's that healthy? And I guess it goes back to our ancestors way back thousands of years ago when, you know, they don't know when their next meal was. They didn't have a refrigerator where they can keep food at their disposal and have it anytime they want it. So there's nothing unnatural about fasting. It's actually quite...
people went literally like days without eating food back like not in the caveman days, but not too long ago. People would just go like days without eating, and you know, they're fine. Like we're pretty much built to fast.
It's not a diet. Intermittent fasting is not a diet. It's not something that's going to make you just lose weight like that. Rather, it is a tool to help you be in a caloric deficit, which a caloric deficit is something that's going to make you lose weight and shred off some fat.
Make you feel full.
Yeah, it's that eating window that we were talking about, whether it's a 16-8 or a 20-4. It's that 16 hours where you fast, and then you have that 8-hour eating window where you can eat those calories and actually have bigger meals rather than have 6 meals spread out throughout the day and have those meals be smaller. But now if you have that 8-hour window, you can have larger meals and feel fuller and be in that deficit.
So like if you're just starting out, like I said, just skip breakfast. So like I'd recommend doing something called a 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours and then you eat for 8 hours. So like, let's say you have your last meal at 8 and you wake up at 8, that's 12 hours fasting right there. So you just want to push it, your first meal, another 4 hours after you wake up, so like 12 o'clock around lunchtime. And then from 12 to 8 you can eat. So like I would recommend starting there. It can be between 12 and 8. It can be whenever you decide to have your first meal.
So that's what I was going to get at. So for someone that's, you know, adapting, I guess, this lifestyle, or incorporating intermittent fasting, what are some things that they should kind of prepare themselves for, and what can they do to, I guess, help those side effects of feeling hungry?
Yeah, so like when you first start, you're definitely gonna feel hungry and like you're gonna say, "Oh, I need to eat," but like there's this weird thing. There's a hormone called ghrelin, and basically what it is, it's called the hunger hormone. And how it works is like you adapt the eating schedule. So like for an average person, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So like when you wake up right before breakfast, that hormone's gonna spike and it's gonna make you feel hungry because you always eat breakfast. And then once you eat, it goes down, and then once lunchtime comes, it spikes up again, and then it goes down. So basically, like when you get started, you're gonna get that initial spike when you're used to eating, and you're gonna feel hungry, but it's not gonna last. Like it's like kind of push through it. And what I recommend is just like drinking water. I drink apple cider vinegar.
I think it's always important just to have water. If you're doing that, to have water alongside it, it keeps you fuller.
And just keep yourself busy too. Don't just like sit there. Because I feel like whenever I sit there, like I tend to like think about food more, and it makes it harder.
And even I think too with what even helps is like black coffee. If you have black coffee, one, you have the caffeine in there, which actually helps burn more calories. So you're actually going to be burning more calories throughout this process.
So raise your heart rate, right?
Yeah. It's going to raise your heart rate, which you're going to lose fat, help burn fat a little bit actually. And the black coffee actually suppresses your appetite, so it's going to make you kind of, like Andrew said, that ghrelin.
It'll give you that like that boost to like get to the first meal, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though like yeah.
And I mean, if you don't like coffee, you can always do black tea or like a carbonated like.
I drink sparkling water since I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Helps me.
Anything that is 0 calories. You're going to be fine. I say drink your water, and I think black coffee has definitely helped me. And I know you don't drink coffee, but sparkling water as well.
Okay.
Carbonation kind of just keeps you full and satiated, right?
Yeah.
The word. Yeah. Now I guess we can talk about the benefits of intermittent fasting. Now you see a bunch of people talking about the benefits in intermittent fasting. There, people are so intrigued as to like, what is it? What is intermittent fasting? And I guess. For instance, I know people that are diabetic, it actually helps the people that are diabetic, the people...
Type 2, yeah.
Yeah, type 2, they've noticed a big change in their lifestyle.
But like, if you want to find like someone that's an expert, look up Dr. Jason Fung. But your insulin levels and your blood sugar levels will go down, which is really good if you're a diabetic or type 2 diabetic, because like, if you actually look it up, I don't want to get into it, but people actually reverse their type 2 diabetes with fasting, just because it reduces their insulin levels. So, like, basically every time you eat, your insulin spikes. What it does is it says, hey, store, like, it basically tells you to, like, store fat, or it gets the body in, like, fat storing mode. So, like, if you're always, like, have insulin going through, if you're always spiking your insulin, you're basically telling your body to store fat. But if you're fasting, your insulin levels decrease, like, almost to nothing because you're not eating anything. And, during that time, your body basically like burns fat. I mean, there's a ton of benefits, even as benefits as to people like myself who struggle with freaking tomatoes and pizza fizz. It helps. Your body is, when it doesn't have food to digest, it starts working on the other problems that are inside your body. So like, things like inflammation, people like myself that have pimples. Eczema for me.
Eczema, you'll notice that if you are fasting, you'll see a drastic change in your skin. I know I have, I know my skin's not perfect by any means, but for sure it's definitely helped with my skin. Like he said, he has shitty eczema.
Yeah, if
it helps. There's also been some they did some studies with some rats where it actually helps with Alzheimer's, people with Alzheimer's, as well as certain types of cancer, which I feel like anything I guess you'll find something that it does help with cancer, but they have done some studies within rats and they found they decrease in size of their tumors and things like that. Just because, like I said,
I'll touch on that too, but keep going.
Just because, like, your body is, when it's fasting, your body's not worrying about digesting that food, rather it's working on fixing the stuff that's wrong inside your body. So I know you wanted to touch on that about the fasting, what it does to your insides of your body.
Yeah.
It's not focusing on digesting food.
Yeah, so if you want to like really get into it, just look up the term autophagy. I'll have them like put it in here. But basically what it is when your body has like no food to eat, it'll start this process where it starts recycling its old cells and replacing it with new ones. And even actually, like once you get past a certain like amount of time fasting, you'll start creating more stem cells in your body. But yeah, people say like, I mean, no one really knows it, but like people say like fasting like makes you look younger, and it's because of that whole process called autophagy, where it's recycling your old cells and replacing them with new ones. So like that's why you'll hear people say like fasting makes you look younger. I mean, it's not like a fact, but it's pretty much like it rejuvenates all the stuff like at a cellular level on the inside, as well as, like I said, rejuvenating like things like skin problems. So
obviously it works with the inside and then it shows on the outside.
Yeah, so it makes you look younger because you get rid of old cells, I guess.
And I guess too, another thing with intermittent fasting, people that are into like weightlifting, something like that, I will say this, it's definitely going to be an adjustment for people that are used to having food in their system while working out. There's a lot of people that say like they need to have carbs and stuff to get in order to get a pump, but I think it just
you do what works for you, really. But like
you do what works for you. So if you're gonna do the fasting,
just try it.
Try it unfasted, but if it's something that you're trying and you're seeing like your strength or you're just not feeling all there in the gym, then work out during the 8 hour window
When you're eating.
when you have food
Having
in
eaten before, yeah.
or whatever method you choose to do, whether it's a 24 or 16 to 8, and
So, yeah.
So yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much a lot of the stuff that I guess the benefits, the type of methods for intermittent fasting, kind of ways to help during your fast to, I guess, prolong your fast and how to kind of help with those food cravings that you're going to have at the start. The reason I brought Andrew in here is because he's one that fasts.
I'm no expert, by the way, but like I know so much about it. So if you want to like find out more, then like look it up on YouTube. There's so many videos.
Look it up on YouTube, or I'll have his like Instagram stuff in there if you want to like message him. He does a lot of research on intermittent fasting, so I thought it would be a good idea to have him on this video just to kind of elaborate on things that really I couldn't really talk about. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all the support on the previous videos. Hit the thumbs up button if you did like the content. Hit the thumbs up button for Andrew for coming on. And subscribe if you're new. So peace out. See ya.